Next up, free assets available on Twinmotion and other platforms as well. What extent is important to learning different 3D assets from modeling, or else please clarify. Okay, so from this question, I think what I am interpreting is that the free assets available on Twinmotion and other platforms, uh, the importance of them in terms of using your environment. So this kind of basically depends on what type of creator you are, whether you are more, whether you lean more towards creating your blueprints and adding the implementation aspects, or maybe you cater towards creating things and making things look more beautiful and all that. So these are the two different kinds of directions that you can think about this question in. Now, if you were more catered towards thinking about implementation, okay, so creating things is what the question is mainly targeted towards. So I'll come towards that, but I'll also share the direction of the other aspect as well, which is more towards people who want to create blueprints and mechanics of particular animations or particular skin mechanics. So, in terms of that direction, it is more important to learn about the various ways that you can obtain free assets, because if you have to create a project, like for example, if you have to create a game, so if you would notice that today there are various different types of big game studios, and in a game studio, they don't have just one person that does the coding, does the asset creation, as well as does the sound and everything. There are three different job roles done by three different people. Now, if you lean towards creating mechanics and blueprints, I would recommend that free assets would be your number one priority, or maybe not free assets as well, paid assets as well, if you want to get that extra quality. But yes, in terms of uh, understanding of getting and searching these free assets to get into Unreal Engine and then adding mechanics to it, in terms of that sense, free assets and learning the different 3D assets from modeling. Uh, Getting the free assets is basically the main part, because it will save you time in trying to create that asset and then getting it to Unreal Engine and then kind of adding the mechanics that you want to. Whereas if you're more interested into creating things, free assets is definitely important. One, because you can download the free assets from various different artists around the world. You can understand how they have made that particular model, and through understanding how they made that particular model, you can also create your very own implementation or version of that, and then you can maybe add more improvements onto that. So the extent is, it is very important if you want to kind of align towards creating things, to learn different 3D assets from modeling and all the various different types of software. So yeah, hopefully that answers yourself. With creating things, it is important. Then the to the extent that getting free assets will help you itself grow, because you can then kind of understand how they made it and then make it your own version of it. uh, yeah, hopefully that kind of answers it.